Children's books play a large role in the socialization of children. The large collection of the Berenstain Bears children's books have been a popular series for over 40 years, targeting an audience of children aged 4 to 8. The books we chose are Teasing, The Excuse Note, and Learn About Strangers. Each book focuses on a specific lesson that is perceived to be important to teach to children at a young age. The family depicted in the stories appears to be a nuclear family in the 1950s or 60s. Many stereotypes can be identified in these books as part of a hidden curriculum through which children learn to conform to cultural norms. Specifically, the books clearly identify gender roles and norms within a nuclear family. The goal of our project is to determine and identify stereotypes these books are inflicting on children and how they are incorporating these stereotypes into the story. To achieve this goal, we have carefully analyzed passive and aggressive traits of 3 different books by looking at the narrative, the literature, the illustrations, and behavior depicted throughout the books. A common stereotype we found in each book was the domination of male characters. Males in the stories consistently overpowered females in many different situations. It is very obvious that males attain masculine roles while females attain feminine roles. Specifically in the story Learn About Strangers, the stranger that brother and sister bear are scared of is depicted as a man, implying that men are threatening and intimidating. In the story Teasing, every bully is depicted as a male, reinforcing the gender role of men, showing dominance and power. Lastly, in the story The Excuse Note, females are shown as being weak and non-athletes in comparison to males due to their dislike of gym class.
On this page, we can see that the picture in which missing cub is found, the cub is seen reuniting with the mother and not the father. This is enforcing the stereotype that the woman is the nurturer or caregiver and that the father doesn't concern himself as much with such things. The stranger in the newspaper is a man, which may be a coincidence, but is already a common stereotype that most predators towards children are men. Women are thought to be inherently nurturing and motherly, so children are often taught that women strangers should be safe if they need help. However, there are also women who can be predatory towards children, so it would be more useful to show women strangers as dangerous as opposed to reinforcing the stereotype of bad male strangers that children already see so much of.
A major stereotype that is found in the excuse note is the idea that the mother is supposed to stay at home raising and nurturing the kids, while the father is the one in the paid labor force. Father Bear was not in this book at all, which supports the author's message that the mother is the main caregiver of the family. This stereotype is shown by Mother Bear taking care of the house by her holding Baby Bear and Sister's jacket while she attends to Sister's hurt ankle. Mother Bear makes breakfast, ices and bandages her ankle, and is also the one who writes the note to Sister's teacher. Many years ago, it was common for a mother to be a stay-at-home wife to raise and take care of the children and the home. Now it is quite common for a mother to leave the household to join the paid labor force.
Too much teasing is based around male characters and attributes that teasing and bullying are masculine in gender. The boys' behaviors express more aggression, bravado, and confidence when overstepping boundaries and creating uncomfortable situations. This can influence the child's perception of gender norms. You can see that Brother Bear is always the aggressor when it comes to his sister, is shown as sensitive. He leads her against her will and teases her not only about feminine items, but also neutral items such as a preference for ice cream flavor. Father Bear expresses dominance in front of the children when he tickles Mother's chin, although she does not like it, but sets the example that is funny for a man to exert power over women. Throughout the book, all the bullies are male and express satisfaction when presenting their domineering behaviors and strong physical abilities such as working hard on a farm or wrestling in the boys-only sport.
In conclusion, all the stereotypes we've presented are gender stereotypes. Gender stereotypes can create rigid social barriers which can hinder social interaction. Most gender stereotypes in this book and in general are negative and will have a negative impact on the formation of the gender ideology in children. These books have a very traditional and heteronormative view of gender, as well as that they only represent a traditional nuclear family. No boundaries are being pushed, and there is no representation for children who fall outside the norm in terms of gender or family structure. This can perpetuate the negative idea that these minorities of people are not normal and should not be as widely accepted as those who fall within the expected norms. Since we want to teach our children to be accepting and open towards their peers, the Berenstain Bears books are not the best books for teaching as they are full of negative stereotypes.